Hey guys, it's Nana done and I'm back with another video. Excuse my hair, guys. I'm in the process of doing my hair right now, so please excuse my hair. But guys, I came on here to give y'all a story time. I have not talked to y'all in a minute, so I'm gonna give y'all a little quick story time. So before we get to this video, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so help us reach that goal, guys. But anyways, this story time is about, I'm trying to see, because I have two story times I want to give y'all. This story time is the one that is telling me to give y'all, like, it's in my mind, like, I already tell y'all about the story time. This story time is about how I found out my BD was cheating on me with some big old BBW girl. Like, she was like a big girl. Like, she's a big girl. I didn't know he'd get down like that, but hey, to each his own. But anyways, guys, alright, so we didn't have each other on social media and stuff at the time, but I used to do my little creeping back in the days. Used to be just going on the page, looking, seeing what he was up to. So I went on his page to see what he was up to, and I seen he was tagging a girl and stuff, and she was tagging him and stuff. So I went to her page and I looked. I'm like, oh, this is what you like? Wow, okay, cool. So, me, as I always do, I introduce myself, because if you want to deal with him, at the moment when we was together, if you want to deal with him, you're going to deal with both of us. So therefore, I introduced myself. So I jumped at her DM. I don't know what I said to her at the moment. I don't remember. But we was talking back and forth. And then she was like, oh, we should link up. I'm like, cool, let's link up or whatever. So we linked up. And she came to my house. She came to my house. She got there. Then I see her in person. I'm like, damn, this bitch is a big ass fuck. Like, what the fuck? So I'm just laughing in my head like, this nigga here, this is the shit he like. This is the shit he do. This is crazy. This is baffled. Like, I'm like really baffled at the situation that you got going on. But hey, whatever floats your boat, right? I guess so. She got there, we chilling, we talking. She telling me how she met him, and she met him. I think she said that she was on the train. I don't really remember, but I think he was, on the time he was dancing on a train or whatever, and he talked to her. Or it could be she's at an event, like not an event, but she was somewhere where he was at the time with his friends and stuff like that, and he ended up talking to her. I don't remember what happened, like what she told me, but it was one of those two stories. Not really sure. So she's telling me, I'm like, wow, oh, okay. So she supposed to have been going to link him for the day. So I'm like, you know what, girl, I'm gonna go with you. Don't tell him I'm with you or whatever. So that's what we decided to do. So I got dressed and everything. So it was winter time at that time. I was cold as that day. It was so cold. So we got on the train. She supposed to have been linking him somewhere in Brooklyn. So mind you, I have a close friend that live out there in Brooklyn too, where they was gonna be at, linking at, whatever. So I'm not gonna be stupid to be by myself with somebody I don't barely know, and she so called messing with my video or whatever. So I hit my friend up, told my friend like, yo, I'm with this girl she messed with, blase, and like we about to go set him up type shit. So she like, oh word? I'm like, yeah, like I'm about to come pick you up from your crib. That's valid. She like, yeah. She like, come pick me up. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then sneaky her, she goes and tell her quote unquote sister or cousin, I don't know who it was, to go link her at while we was on the train. So the girl ended up getting on the train. She like, oh, this is my cousin or my sister, whatever she said. I'm like, oh, cool, whatever. You didn't want to be by yourself. I didn't want to be by myself. So we go link up. We go to my friend's house. She got dressed, everything at the time. She was pregnant and all that. I was gonna involve her in nothing messy because, like, I just wanted her there, like, as moral support, as my friend. Like, that's somebody that I personally know myself, and she know my beauty also. So it's like, you feel me? I just need somebody there for me. So that's what we doing. Then she said, oh, he had hit her up, asked her where she was at, to go meet him somewhere. So she went to go link him at one of his friend's house. So I went with her. So we get to the friend's house. Like, my stomach starts turning and his son told me, like, bad idea, don't do it. But I'm like, fuck it, like, I want to catch him in the act, like, and I was so vexed, like, I was so mad, I was so upset. I wasn't like I was hurt or anything, because I was used to this nigga doing what he was doing. So it was like, I wasn't really even upset about this situation. I was just wanted to see it for myself, like, wanted to see how would he react that I'm there and he has somebody else that he messed with there too. So we get upstairs to the crib, chilling. They like, oh, who you? And I'm like, oh, I'm his BM. And they're like, what? Wow, dollar. Mind you, I think one of his friends snitch, wrote him and told him, like, yo, your BM is up here. I swear to God, I really believe one of them hit him up and told him before he even got there. So he got there. It took him a while. It took him a good minute. It took him about at least like 2 hours to get there anyway. So we were just all just sitting there chilling, smoking type shit, listening to music. So I'm just waiting for him at this time. I'm just getting butterflies in my stomach. I'm just like, yo, I want this shit to be over with. Someone was just telling me, like, fuck that. Just go home. Please go to your friend's house, like, just forget it. It is what it is. You ain't have to move. But something else was telling me, like, no, keep going with it. So what was Mad Boy starting to come upstairs. So I'm like, where is he at? So she's like, oh yeah, he told me you're here. And I'm like, okay, good, cool. So I took off my earrings and stuff like that, because I already know, like, what was about to happen in this situation. Because once he see me, things was gonna go left. So he walks in the crib. He drops his stuff off in the back. He never walked to the living room because we was in the living room. He just walked straight to the back of the house, drop his stuff off. So he comes back towards the living room. He seen me, he froze. And then he started to instantly go off. B, what you hear? Just going crazy on me. So I'm like, oh, this is what you do. This is what you like. This is what you like. And I'm saying it in her face because at this point I don't care. Like, this is what you like. This is what you was out here doing. Like, this is you like this size. That's what you like. So he like, oh, B, you got me messed up. Then he looked at my friend and seen, my friend. He started going off on her. And I'm like, chill out on her because she's pregnant. Chill out. So he's not trying to hear nothing. He just going off. And he started going off the girl. Why would you bring my BM here? Why you gonna link my BM? And she argued with him. Then he goes back to me. Why are you here with a whole bunch of niggas? This is fucking crazy. You got me messed up. So we end up tussling. So he ends up taking me out the crib. This nigga, before that even happened, guys, he got into another argument with my friend. He spit on her in her face, which was so disrespectful, and I was so freaking upset with him. I was so freaking upset with her, because it's like, that's the most nastiest, dirtiest thing that anybody could ever do, is put your saliva on someone. That's nasty as hell. So I'm like, whatever you do, don't touch her because she's pregnant. So I'm sitting there apologizing to my friend. Me and him still going back and forth. He's hustling. Me and him start hustling. We get to the hallway, back out the house. He's like, I'm taking you home, dollar. He grabs me. I had box braids, blue box braids at the time. It was cute, blue and some different kind of blue, silver. So it was something different, some freaking kind of box, but it was fire. So he took my braids, wrapped it around his hand. Nigga literally dragged me down like 2 flights of steps. So we gets down in the hallway lobby, we still tussling to get outside. That's when that nigga wanted to show off and he wants to start doing extra shit. So my friend was like, nah, I gotta get us up out of here. So me and him tussling and stuff like that. So she calls a cab, the cab comes. He ends up getting off of me. I jumped on the cab with my friend. So I don't know where the girl and her cousin ended up going. I know they had walked up the block or whatever. Mind you, me and this nigga tussling and none of his friends, nobody was trying to stop us from tussling whatsoever, and nobody was trying to get him no nothing. Like, everybody was just sitting there watching like it was a show. So I'm like, yo, yeah, I just condone shit like this. This is crazy. Cool. So we get in the cab with my friend's house. He ripped my whole jacket. I had no jacket. I told you I was cold as hell that day. So I was drenched. I had to go to my friend's house. She gave me a jacket to put on and stuff like that. So we just talking about the events that just happened, went down. I kept apologizing to her because he had spat on her. I'm like, I'm so sorry that he did that to you. Blah, blah. I'm like, she's like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, she's like, I know he did it because he was upset. Blah. I said, but I still don't give him the right to do that. He did apologize to her after the fact. Probably like a few weeks later after the situation happened, he didn't apologize to her about that situation. So yeah, that happened. Okay, so we ends up at my friend's house. So the girl wrote me, she like, oh, where you at? I told her I was back at my friend's house. So mind you, I'm thinking she just like rating me to see if I'm okay or whatever and deleting me to see if I'm good. She brings this nigga to my friend's crib. He like, why are you here? You're not going to the house neither. You going to home. I said, I'm not going nowhere. You cannot tell me where to go. Like, go with her. Go be with her. Go be with her. Like, delete my number. Like, don't have to be around me. You don't have to ever see my kids. No, none of that. Like, go do you, brother. So me and her still going back and forth at it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this situation. Like, I'm about to just go home. I feel like I don't go home. And the only reason why I said I was going home is just because I got tired of hearing his mouth. He just kept going on and on and on and on and on. And you know how somebody just keep nagging and it's so annoying to the point where you be like, I don't even fucking want to be around this person. Let me get going. So, but I didn't end up leaving. So I started going up on the girl. I'm like, why would you bring him over here? Like, after all this just happened, she's like, oh, because he had told me to hit you up to see where you was at because you wasn't going to answer him. I said, yeah, clearly I wasn't going to answer him, so why would you tell her where I was at and then bring him back over here where you know? I'm like, you're mad weird for that. So he told the girl, he started blacking on the girl, told her to go about her business or whatever. So her cousin left. So he's like, I'm taking you home. I'm like, no, you're not. So this nigga decided to be like, oh, I can't stay at my friend's house. So he decides to take me back to his friend's house. So his friend, so it was late at night at that time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go with him. So we went back to his friend's house. The same people that did not help me. I know, guys, I'm dumb. I'm stupid for sitting there, even going back to this situation where I just got into all this altercation. That I was stupid for that. But young and dumb, me. But I didn't want him to link back up with her and stuff like that. So we get back there. They like, oh, that's crazy. Hey, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. They sitting there lecturing him. No, now y'all want to give him a lecture of what he should and shouldn't have been doing. Like, yeah, I'm mad fake for that. So I'm just vexed at this point. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend the night here. I'm out early in the morning. But he kept trying to butter me up and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm not even feeling none of that energy. Then I noticed this nigga, he would be on, like, go on his phone, somebody constantly texting him. I knew it was the girl that was texting him over and over. He having conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, so they still having conversation. Okay, cool, cute. So, the next morning came. I'm like, I'm out of here. So he's like, everybody else is still asleep. I'm like, I'm out of here. So I'm getting up, putting on my phone. He jumps up out his sleep. Where you going? I'm like, I'm going home. He's like, oh, you probably just trying to go to that girl house, your friend's house. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to go to nobody's house. I'm trying to go home. And I'm over it. It's like, I don't even feel comfortable being around you. All this stuff that happened yesterday was just like too much for me. It was I can't deal with it. Like, I have to get away from you right now, for real. So, what happened after that? He jumps up, he put on his stuff, and he told his man, like, oh, I'm going to take him home. Everybody was like, oh, they getting up to go where they had to go. So everybody started getting up at this point. So we leaving out the building, everybody leaving out the building, everybody walking to the train station. He's sitting there still kind of trying to convince me that he was not talking to this girl no more. Blase, which I know he was. And it was so crazy because you sat there, it was in my face, lying to me constantly over and over and over the whole night about this girl. How he's like, oh, you see why I went off on you, because I don't care that girl went to my man's house and stuff and wait for me and be around a whole bunch of niggas. That's just a little jump over. That's somebody that I was how can I put it? That's like whole activities. That's a bitch that do whole activities, and I don't care if I leave her with the rose and stuff like that. You see, I didn't come there for like 2 hours later. But that was really my girl. That girl should have been with me. I'd have tried to link with me. I told her to go to the road crib, to the track. You sitting there. I don't want you in the trap chilling with no niggas. I don't condone nothing like that. I would not ever have you in that environment. And I said, I don't care. I just wanted to catch you in the act. I wanted to see it for myself. I had to see that for myself so I can know, like, close this chapter with this boy, because clearly he's not showing you no kind of respect, bro. Close that chapter with that nigga. So I had to see it for myself, for me to have closure, to be like, okay, yeah, he ain't shit, move on, do you. So that's what I wanted to see for myself. So that was my clarity for myself. You know, I got myself into a whole bunch of nonsense in the process, but it was like, that's what I needed to see. So he kept talking to me that I mess with her, I was not texting her. Yes, I know he was still texting her, whatever. It's cool, it's whatever. So I get home. And stuff like that. I mean, he wasn't, I don't think he was invited to my, I think me and him was going through too much, like, crap in the crib at the time, so he couldn't have come over to my crib when I was staying with my parents and stuff like that. So he would hit me up, and we had conversations, and I was still like, I know you still dealing with that girl. He keep trying to convince me that he wasn't, but I knew he was. Like, nigga, I was not born yesterday. And that girl, she sat there and brung you to where I was at. Y'all, I know y'all still in communication. Like, I'm not stupid or whatever. So I don't know what happened after that, because I never hit the girl back up. I never spoke to her ever again after that day. But a few months later, he had something happen with his foot. He was having real bad foot pain, so I had ended up taking him to the hospital or whatever. This nigga in the hospital, mind you, I'm in this hospital with this nigga for hours, bro. And you still had the nerve to be sitting here entertaining this girl. I don't know if they were still talking throughout the time. They probably was. I don't know. Like I said, that was months after, so I don't know. But I see he had actually used my phone. Nigga was writing the girl from my phone. And I'm like, yo, this nigga, but I ain't even say nothing about it, because at this point, I already knew what time it was with him and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Y'all niggas really don't be crap. Like, this is crazy. Like, you really cannot trust people, bro. Because niggas really would sit here and be telling you, oh, They don't do this, they don't do that. These niggas be out here be trifling that shit. And me, I'm a loyal ass person. Trust me, if we locked in, we locked in. But if we not locked in and you doing you and you have a lot of shit on your plate, trust and believe attention will be given to me in some kind of way. It might not come from you, it might come from other people. But trust and believe, I'm going to get some kind of attention within some kind of way. It is what it is. That's how I am. If I'm not receiving what I want from you, I'm going to find it somewhere else. So you was talking to females, I started, hey, just to believe you ain't gonna be the only one that's being entertained, big boy. But that was my story time, guys. It was just, I had to share that story time with y'all because it was just on my mind. I had to think about, like, should I tell y'all the story or not? But I have another story time I'm gonna get y'all guys. I don't know when, because y'all know I'll be on and off the channel because, like I said, I feel like y'all don't be appreciating my videos like how y'all supposed to, and I be on here really giving y'all content, being honest and real, like genuine and stuff like that with y'all. And y'all don't be doing enough for me. Like, I'm not gonna be doing so much, and y'all not doing enough for me. So therefore, once y'all start really showing the attention and y'all start liking and subbing, comments, and I would start producing more content like how I used to do. I used to post content every day. Y'all know that for a fact. Y'all can go back and look at the video. I used to post videos every day, but now it's like I'll post every few weeks, maybe once a month. It is what it is. But guys, I love y'all. I still love y'all. I really do. So continue to sub up, like, comment, guys. I love y'all from the dawn to the dawns. Bye.